Hello again, this is Hiro Matsuda, and while we're still doing sketches, let me talk a little bit about what I thought I saw. This one here, I was driving from Yellowstone back to Cody, and on the side of my eye, I saw something that looked like this. It was in the middle of an open field. It looked like they had pushed the boulder, and it looked to me like they had pushed this big boulder, and then it landed up on a seedling that started to grow. But you know, a lot of times when you're driving, you see things, but you don't have the time to stop and take a decent picture. So what you have to do is to rely on memory and then reinterpret that memory into a bonsai. So this is not exactly that's out there probably, but this is my interpretation and how I might make it into a bonsai one of these days. Actually, I think I've seen one of these. Well, this is an interpretation. But this is more or less the raft style, and I saw something that inspired me to draw this. It was on Highway 49 in the Go Country, and I'm driving nice and slow, not much traffic, but there was no place to stop. It was just a country 2-lane road with no safe place to stop. But it's always been on my mind, and in this one in particular, you'll probably see an attempt at it in the near future. I have a material that is being trained like this. So it took, 20 years or so from the time I was inspired. I remember seeing this in Lake Tahoe area. What happened was it was next to the power line, and that's what they do. They just chop the head off. Well, this tree decided it's going to create a new apex. And I thought it was one of the coolest and the dumbest looking tree ever. So I'm not sure if I ever will create one like this as a bonsai, but hey, it's in my memory now. This one too, kind of remember seeing something like this. Now, a lot of times these final solution is not one tree, but many trees that are in my memory, and then I kind of put it together and come out with an interesting new bonsai style. A lot of times, you know, if it's easily defined as a certain style, then it's not much of an art piece. And you got to remember that a bonsai is an artistic expression of yourself in a 3D form. So as an art form, this one here is just in my mind, I think. Have I seen it like this? Maybe yes, maybe no. But definitely that's why it's an art form. You could do anything you want and just express yourself. Hopefully you enjoy watching these sketches. Now, why do we even bother to do something like this? Well, what you need to do is, if you're going to get into serious bonsai, have a lot of potential shapes in your head. Not just a common upright, formal upright, you know, things like that. Just even some bizarre ideas. Just have it locked in your head. Because in bonsai, there's two approaches. You pick a material based on what you're trying to create, and the other is you find a material, and now what kind of shape can you make it into? That's why it's good to see as many different kinds of styles and non-defined styles and have that in your... This is Hiro saying goodbye. Hopefully you enjoyed this little short chapter on sketching from memory and just making things up. Well, anyway, please tell your friends and subscribe. See you again real soon.